Next, joint training arc. Ah, hmm. Yeah, I mean, all the fights were cool. There's some really good animation, top tier, like Ida versus the Mudman, Shoto versus oh my god, Tetsu has the same name. And then I loved seeing Bakugo more character. Bakugo has so much character development, it's not even funny. And that girl goes, the Salamander one, you've changed a lot. No, I haven't. I still want to win. I'm still me, but now I just realize I'm gonna have to get help from others. So, we gotta see Black Whip, which was kind of teasing, like, oh shit, Midoriya's about to get dummy broken. He's about to get all for one, why do I keep making this typo? One for all, and then he's gonna get all the previous quirks of all the one for all holders. So yeah, and just the way it came out, like it was just silence, and it just came out slowly. It almost just looked like menacing, villainous. It felt like Venom. Like Venom was kind of coming out of Eddie Hall in it. It reminded me of that a little. And everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? And obviously in Todoroki's head, like, wait. You're telling me to use my other quirk, but you've been hiding this quirk your whole time? Shoto, all that cap on his head? Yeah. It's definitely it's a B. Yeah, I'm gonna give it it's a solid B. I mean, great fights. That was awesome seeing the beginning of Black Whip and just seeing how he's gonna get all the other previous quirks. Not much more to say. I mean, hey, it's always nice to show Class 1B a little love too, right? You know, Monoma gets one for all, and you're like, oh dear God, he's about to fucking blow up his hand. And I guess then we learn more about Monoma's quirk and how he can't do stockpiling or I guess mutations. He can only use the quirk of its own with like knowledge of it. Next, Meta Liberation Army arc. Yeah. Well, I guess this is also like My Villain Academia. I'm gonna keep it here. I think. Yeah, I like it. It's a little better than One for All versus All for One, so it's gonna be third, and All for One versus One for All will be fourth. This is My Villain Academia, and we kind of get knowledge of how they can gain second quirks. You're able to awaken a second quirk through really extensive kind of moments in your life, which are traumatic, physically, emotionally. Because we see Togeda awaken her second quirk where she's able to just transform, but now she's able to transform and use their quirk. You see Twice kind of opening up to his quirk, and now it's almost like an awakening for him. I mean, he was already able to do this, but now he's actually accepting to use it. And yeah, like Shigaraki was awakening. He was just becoming busted. Everyone was awakening their quirk. And Spinner was just being a gecko. Yeah, he was being a gecko. I thought Dabi would have awakened his, maybe just give him a little increase, I don't know. The others didn't really get much of anything. Dabi just being fucking annoying. So, yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's weird. League of Villains are obviously the villains, but in this arc, they were portrayed as like the heroes. And man, yeah, this arc was crazy. So much I feel like violence is death. I forgot the woman's name with the voice, but she's just using them as like exploding zombies. And then, yeah, she gets dropped on her like skull and she dies. Definitely a brutal arc. But yeah, this is the beginning of when Shigaraki really becomes legit. And up until this point, I felt like Deku was always stronger than Shigaraki, and he was more of a hero than Shigaraki was a villain. But now, Shigaraki's way more stronger than Deku, and he's becoming more villain than Deku is becoming a hero. Because at this point, he's like gone. This man has, like how Deku smiles when he fights. A hero is one who keep a smile. Yeah, Shigaraki's smiling because that man's just emotionally unstable. God. Yeah, it was a good arc. Not much, I don't know. And Twice, so Bakugo was my favorite character, and then Twice my second favorite. It was nice seeing him kind of accept his quirk, because we kind of had a little introduction to that in the overall arc, how he told us that once he made clones of himself, he didn't know if he was a real or original. and then he kind of realized that he was the original and he didn't care regardless because he wants to protect his friends. And one of the ultimate moves of ultimate moves, the Sad Man's Parade, which I'm waiting for Toga to do the Sad Woman's Parade. Twice is an OG. That man, he's goated. And even what is it? So Hawks, he knew even though Shigaraki was dangerous, he knew Twice. He was right up there with him. If both of them were off in the loose, that would be destruction. You already saw what Shigaraki could do, but you could imagine if Twice and Shigaraki were together out there. Yeah, he sadly had to die for plot. It had to happen. He was too busted. So, yep. So far B has the most, but S got 4. Next, Endeavor and Agency arc. A little more of a tease to Dabi. We get linked with Toya. We get Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki working with Endeavor. Yeah, it's a pretty nice, lighthearted one. Once again, another transition. So how we go from like Overhaul to the Hero License to My Villain Academia to Endeavor Agency. Yeah, keep going really brutal to lighthearted. I don't know. I think it's a C. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a C. It's a high C though. Pretty average to me. I mean, it's nice seeing them. Really shows how much a hero is. I guess outclasses the students, even if the students are more powerful or if not stronger. Like Endeavor is just so wise. He knows everything that goes into being a hero, when to save them, just all strategies. It's not just about being strong, you know. And what I like about even the previous movie that came out, not this most recent one, but the one before that, just seeing how heroes use their quirks on like everyday living to help people. Not with that just fighting, just simple things like Todoroki making ice for a guy with an ice machine. Or was it Kaminari just charging batteries? Just doing the simple things with your quirk. So yeah, Endeavor Agency arc was it was an average one. We gotta see the top 3 or the next big 3 just go at it with Endeavor. We gotta see Todoroki uses. I think in this one, yeah, he uses flash fire thing, whatever it was again. Yeah, average quirk, average arc, and I got really nothing more else to say. Next, the Paranormal Liberation War arc. Yeah, this is where we get into the war. It's definitely an S, but I'm trying to think where I want it. Because a lot happens. A lot happens for sure. Oh, and I like go figure has a picture of Mirko there. Yeah, that's a lot of people's waifu. That and Lady Nagant. So, yeah, in this arc we finally get into a war. I didn't really care for Naruto Shippuden's war arc, but this was a nice war arc. And just when Deku says I'm blessed, oh really? You're blessed, huh? Yeah, wait till Shigaraki blesses you. We get to see Shigaraki really become busted. At this point, my God, I don't know if he's not as strong as All Might at this point, but yeah, he's busted. We get to see Gigantama with the students. We can see Bakugo throw his life on the line for Deku. Everyone expected eventually that Mirio would come back because of Eri, but it happened. We got to see the magician get his moment. Sadly, I feel like everyone knew this was going to happen. Twice had to die. For the sake of plot, he had to. There was no other way. But it really did show how villainous, like heinous. Hawks looked like a villain there. The way, like, the shadows were in his eyes. All you could see is his eyes, and he was just, like, dark. And Twice is here crying, asking, why did you betray me? Twice was probably the nicest villain. He just had no friends, and the only people that were there for him were the villains. It hurt me so much. Man couldn't even use Sad Man's Parade because he was just getting jumped by all the feathers. You want to believe it'd be unpredictable, right? That one of the main villains dies, especially because the villains and heroes aren't supposed to kill him, but for the sake of the war, if you have Shigaraki and Twice together, with Shigaraki's awakened quirk and Twice finally accepting using his quirk, how would they win? They can solo basically all of Japan with just them two. So I knew it had to happen, and it does fit that that'd be Twice who does it. I mean, Hawks. Hawks is a hero, but he worked with the Commission, and the Commission was very shady, which we get a little more into later. They they do things behind the scenes. Using Lady Nagant, for example, is one of them. So it makes sense that it was Hawks. Hawks wants to save society, but he's gonna do it his way. It kind of shows how come villains are wrong when they kill, but when a hero kills, it's all right. So yeah, obviously, yeah, we saw Mirko go in, stopping the Nomu, and right before even the arc, guess the war starts, we see, which was it was nice because I guess for everyone who reads or watched My Hero Vigilantes, I didn't really, but I knew the premise, and I knew that Cloud Dude was like their friend who died in an accident. It's kind of a nice little, I guess, homage to that show or manga. So yeah, it was cool if a little spin-off just gets a little canon in. So that was nice. I mean, I was like, damn, that thing was even like everything at this point is like a Nomu. People saying Nezu's a Nomu. I'm like, what the hell's not a no? At this point, like, Twice was a Nomu. Dabi's a Nomu. There's a Todoroki somehow now a Nomu. A Nomu's a Nomu. Deku's a Nomu. So yeah, there was so much. I think this is like the longest arc is the war arc. Yeah, a lot happened. We saw Deku go at it with Shigaraki for a bit. That's kind of like, I guess, like a preview of what probably the ending of the show is gonna be. Yeah, Bakugo kind of threw his life on the line. Rest in peace to my second favorite character in the show with Twice. Almost lost my first with Bakugo. Kirishima keeps looking like a man. Yeah, a lot happened. And then, yeah, oh my god, so many heroes died. I guess the most prominent being Lady Midnight. Is that how you say it? Or just Midnight? This Mount Lady, and then I don't know. But yeah, she sadly died. So, yeah, a lot happened in this arc. A lot happened in this arc. You did not get any breaks. And then this is when the Todoroki reveal happened. So Dabi, like he said, he ain't just gonna kill him. He's gonna hit him where it hurts. He had that one guy record the thing and show how his backstory was and how he became who he was. So not just did the villains do a lot of damage to like basically physically to all of the world and then kill plenty of heroes, they also made a lot of the society lose trust in them because Hawks killed a villain, and Hawks looked like the villain more than Twice. Twice was the nicest villain there was. So between Twice and just Endeavor's the number one hero, and look what he did. Endeavor turned a person into a league of villains, like basically like what the hell is it? Just a top tier, I guess, echelon like villain. There's so many instances that show the heroes aren't all that good. They're just as heinous and villainous as the villains. And, where's Stains? Like, see, told you. What'd I tell you guys, right? Didn't I say this? Well, guess you guys locked my ass up for my views, huh? So, my God. I guess to wrap up everything that happened in this arc, like, I guess the introduction or reveal of Dabi, him being a Todoroki, Bakugo nearly dying, Mirio getting his quirk, the Magician Man sacrificing himself, the death of Twice, and then I guess the Nomus all coming out, and the Doctor having a quirk, and him being really the villain that helped start everything. Yeah, a lot happened, and so I'm gonna put this. There's just so much that happened. It has to be number 2. It has to be number 2. Like, there's so much. I feel like this arc alone could have been like 3 arcs separated, right? Such a long arc. Still can't beat UA Sports Festival because I think that captivates what My Hero Academia is. Academia. This was an academic, I guess, sports festival, so. Yep. And then last not but least, the most current one. Doesn't have a name on here, but I guess it's the. What would you guys like to call it? I'm thinking in my head here for a second. Maybe Deku the anti-hero arc, I guess. The rise of the villains, the fall of the heroes. Whatever you want to call it, it's the most current arc. It's not done yet, so it feels like it has a way out and we're getting into another arc. But definitely I think this might be only 3 more arcs. It feels like you were getting really close to the end of the show. But yeah, I would say it's an S arc, but let's see. What do we want to rank it here? I think I want to give it fourth. Wow, I have 6 S arcs. Huh. Yeah, I want to give it the fourth because it is so cool seeing how Deku obviously wasn't a villain. There was no way. I don't even necessarily anti-hero because he's still not gonna kill villains, but at this point, he's just so damn tired. The poor man. I mean, like there's just too much going on. All for one is just. I does get a little annoying how much they show that he could predict everything. Everyone's playing checkers. This man's playing chess. Like, come on now, he can't predict everything. This man predict 2012? Did he predict that? Did he predict the pandemic? Like, I love that. Also, Deku had the most badass attire there is. It definitely looked villainous, and like everyone's getting scared because he had multiple quirks. Like all for one, he had that villainous kind of aura to him. But it all comes because he's getting worn out. All for one is constantly throwing him mercenaries. He isn't getting any sleep. He's overusing his quirks, and he's going down the same route as All Might, but at a younger age. All Might was like a grown-ass adult and already mastered his quirk when he became the symbol of peace. Deku's just a student, a freshman student after going through this. We tend to forget that they're only freshmen, right? Like, this is a lot for a freshman to handle. The poor man is trying to be All Might, because All Might in a way is the ultimate villain, to be honest. Like, he means well, right? But he makes Deku this, like, he keeps gassing him up. Like, with the entrance exams, you need to pass this in order to get UA to really become the number one hero. The battle trail arc, you need to win this to really show what you could be. The UA Sports Festival, you need to show the world now that you are here. Like, he constantly keeps telling him, you need to do this to become the symbol of peace. Well, what the you gave this man an unbelievable amount of pressure. Not just having All for One as a quirk, but him having to be just like you. And just being like him means you have to do everything yourself. All Might can't be mad because this is exactly how he was. And I'm so happy. It's a big fuck you to All Might with how Night Eye was begging him to stop, but All Might kept going, even injured on crutches. All Might is telling Deku to stop, but Deku keeps going. Same thing. Hey, listen, you created this. What you see in front of you is what you did. This was all his fault. And yeah, he looks like a villain and all this, like this All for One vibe, but he's not gonna kill the mercenaries. I mean, with Lady Nagant, he did care. Like, he didn't want to see her explode. He was trying to save her. He was willing to get in front of that bullet to save Overhaul. He still would do that, but I mean, at this point, his mind is going to. Have you ever done something after only having 2 hours of sleep? You know what happens, right? It's just insane. Like, this poor man has been going probably like a week with no sleep, no food. I can only imagine how he smelled. Probably awful. So, yeah, I mean, he's still a hero at heart, but he's just tired, and yeah, he doesn't want to go back to UA because he doesn't want to be a burden. And once again, All Might planted the seed that he has to do everything himself. He makes it believe he has this godlike quirk that it's Shigaraki versus him and can't be any way. Since he saw All Might versus All for One, he thinks now he has to fight Shigaraki alone. Look what All Might did. So yeah, and then I love seeing all the new quirks being shown, and we're still waiting on the last quirk, and he's a huge mystery because a lot of people want to believe he's Bakugo from like the past, or I guess maybe who even knows, past, future. He has kind of Bakugo's, I guess, projectile quirk. He has like a stun grenade attire. Has the same appearance, so still a lot of mystery to be left. And yeah, just a solid arc. Yeah, so overall, we have 6 S arcs. We have number 1 being the UA Sports Festival, number 2 being the Paranormal Liberation War arc, number 3 being the Overhaul arc, number 4 being the current arc win, number 5 being the Meta Liberation arc, and then number 6 being One for All versus All for One. Then we got A with the USJ arc, number 2 with the camp arc, and number 3 with the pro hero arc. Then we got in B, the hero killer arc, the joint training arc, the provisional license hero exam arc, the final exams arc, and then I can't even read it, but it's the one where Bakugo Shoto, they do the re-hero provisional license arc. Then we got C with Endeavor Agency arc, the Battle Trail arc, and the Entrance Exam arc. And then lastly a D, the UA School Festival arc. So yeah, I think a good balance between all the arcs, and hey, there's only 4 in the C and D, and there's plenty on the B, A, and S. So yeah, My Hero Academia has been great, and I feel like it's coming to an end. We might only have like maybe 2-3 more arcs left. Who knows? Maybe they'll milk and keep going further. But yeah, that's it for ranking My Hero Academia. And this is a different type of style of, video I did. It's all kind of in one take, and I'm doing it all, literally one take with no thought into it or preparation. But yeah, let me know what you think about this, and maybe I'll try to do a little more of these type of style of videos. I mean, My Hero is coming to an end, but yeah, let me know what you think, and please leave a like and subscribe for more My Hero Academia content and just anime content as a whole. Thanks for watching.